See ya! Walking around on this campus as a teacher is kind of like being a famous celebrity. You're never incognito. I don't mind. I enjoy myself. Moped gloves? Oh, I do. Yes. I've got awesome gloves. You know what I like now is with the new Harleys, if the bike is in gear, it won't start unless you put the clutch in. Nice little safety feature. My 2005 Road King didn't have that, so every once in a while I'd pull in. I'd go to start the bike and I'd forget to pull in the clutch. The bike would go jerking forward like, ah! No more. They make it for Alzheimer's people like me. Alright. So you got knuckles on these things. There was this guy, David Holmes, I think his name was. Nice guy, smart. Went to Antarctica for 15 months. He got back and he's riding down the highway. He passed a Harley and 2 cars on this motorway. And he was doing 97 miles an hour. And this car in the opposing, oncoming lane turned turned right in front of him, which is like our left, because they're on the opposite side, And he said, oh, that's all he got out. And he hit the car, and that's the end of him. He was dead. And his mother said, she put his video out there to remind cars to watch out for their speed. And to be aware of motorcycles. So there's 2 things there I'd like to talk about. One is, it wasn't the car's fault. It was the motorcyclist's fault. He was doing 97 miles an hour in a 45, I think it was, which is grossly over the limit. People aren't expecting you to drive that fast, and so when they go to turn, A, they don't see you because you're on a small bike. B, even if they do see you, they misjudge your speed because you're on a small vehicle compared to a car. C, they're not expecting you to be coming down the road that fast. So they might see you at a certain distance and think, okay, it's safe to turn, because normally everybody's doing 45, 50. But the mother blamed the motorist. I don't blame the motorist. I blame the motorcycle rider. If he hadn't been driving that fast, he would have been fine. That's just my opinion. Now, the other point. So what's your position on speed? Here's mine. Go the speed limit. Go a little bit over. Maybe, 5 to 7 miles an hour over the speed limit. That's safe. You're not going to get a ticket. Safe. When I say safe, I mean safe from getting a ticket in most places. Depending on where you are. It might be different where you are. It might be 1 mile an hour over the speed limit and they'll give you a ticket. But where I live, it's about 5 to 7 over, you're fine. Anything more than that, you're running the risk. And that's what I generally do. Depending on road conditions. If I notice anything that is suspicious or dangerous to me, I slow down to the speed limit or even lower, depending. And if it's a nice regular clear day and is lower risk, like XXX Deadhead said, if there's a lower percentage of risk, I can increase my speed a bit. You kind of assess it moment by moment. You'll notice that in most motorcycle accidents, there's an element of speed involved. The rider was going too fast for road conditions. I remember that from my class. So what's the cure? Slow the hell down. Now you see these guys on sport bikes, which go, you know, from 0 to 60 in 1 second. And they can take a twisty road that says 25 miles an hour. They'll take that at 70. Knee down, scraping the whole way. I understand that those bikes are designed for that kind of thing. But not on public streets. There are too many things that can go wrong on a public street. Blind driveway. Somebody, you can't see the driveway, someone's coming out of it. A little kid loses a ball. There's some gravel in the road. There's a pothole you don't expect. Somebody's coming the other way and they're going over the yellow line because they're hugging the corner too much as well. So many things can mess up your day and kill you. So on public streets, even if I had a sport bike, I would do the speed limit or 5 to 7 over. Or if I found a place where I knew there was nothing, there's no houses, no cars, no people, middle of the day, so a deer is less likely, I'd get a little bit of speed there. But I'd have to be able to see the other end of the road. There's just too much risk involved. So what do you do if you have a super duper sport bike that can go light speed? You go to a track. I'm sure that there are tracks where you can ride your motorcycle really fast and put your knee down. That's the place to do it. Otherwise, you're a danger to yourself and you're a danger to others. You see it all the time on the YouTubes, like at the tail of the dragon or the tail of the whip or the snake Mulholland Drive, where you'll have some blowhard is going too fast, ends up causing an accident with somebody else. He hits a 10-speed rider, or he goes over the yellow line and hits somebody else head on. And there's all kinds of scenarios where the person going too fast causes the accident. That's one of the reasons I don't want to go to the tail of the dragon by myself, because I'll have assholes trying to pass from behind. Plus, there's nothing you can do even if you're with a group. If some asshole's coming around the corner and it comes into your lane and kills you, that kind of riding is not for a public road like the tail of the dragon. You push it a little bit, but don't do it to the point where you're going to hurt somebody else. I got to slow down here. The speed limit's 35. I was doing 50. Now I'm doing 45, 40, 43. Hey, I'm fine. I like what Navy Thomas 8 said about it. He says there's really no point in speeding for him. He doesn't get a rush out of it, doesn't get him anywhere faster. He sees the danger of it. There's just no point. Maybe younger people will never understand that until they get older. Maybe. I mean, I know when you're younger, you're all hyped up and you want to go, go, go. And that's one of the reasons I never owned a motorcycle when I was younger. Because my temperament would have had me going too fast and road rage and all that, and I would have ended up killing myself. And or somebody else. Like, look at this guy up here, waiting to turn left. I don't trust you. Thank you for not killing me. was doing 50 and a 45. I'm fine. Sean Smoke just had a video where he wasn't even speeding. He just going along like a regular guy. And a SUV very nearly killed him. Turned right in front of him, he almost hit him head on. And it was that 1 millisecond when he was looking in the rearview mirror, the guy started to do it, so it took away that crucial second of time. Something going to take you out. You got to be careful, you got to keep your eyes open. This is not a safe thing that we're doing here, people. Hell, I broke my leg horribly. There's nobody else involved but me and my stupidity. If the NTSB did an investigation of my crash, they would say rider error. It was a chain of events. It usually is a chain of events. This guy's going to try to go around. All right, I'm going to try to go around too. I checked my rearview mirror to make sure nobody was trying to go around me. All right. Just gotta keep your eyes open. That's all I'm saying. Oh, military helicopters, Apaches. It's a nice day today. Look at all these cows. Hello, cows. How are you doing? I love cows. They taste delicious. Even if I named a cow, it would still be delicious at some point. They don't smell good though. So why am I riding on this road, you might be asking? It's because I'm going to Harley-Davidson to register my mileage for the Rides of March. It's a play on the Ides of March. I want to get you out on the bike riding. And if you get over 500 miles, you get entered in a raffle or something. I figure, might as well get something for what I do, since I ride anyway. It's kind of a, what do you call that, reduplicating effect. I'm in the Rides of March. I would have ridden anyway, but now I'm going to ride more because I'm in the Rides of March. So it doesn't just get me out on the bike, it gets me out on the bike more and longer. In case you're wondering what all this farmland is, this is North Carolina State University's agricultural program. This is their student farm area we just went through. Those are those cows there. I've got on polarized lenses on my glasses. Whew, man, I love the sky today with the polarized lenses. Beautiful blue sky. Yeah, so Sean Smoke was almost killed. I think that's what reminded me of that British guy, so I looked that up and showed my friend. Do you watch those kind of videos? I watch videos like that all the time. I want to be reminded of the danger of what it is I do. I think it helps me. It gives me that sense of danger, but not so much fear. Just kind of a reminder like, hey, don't end up like that chucklehead. With his helmet embedded in the back of a semi, and he's dangling from it dead. Yeah, don't be that dude. Keep your eyes open. And enjoy the view. That's the best part about motorcycle riding, is you're out in the elements. You can see the world all around you. Feel the wind on your face. Smell everything that you're passing through. Sometimes that's not so good when there's a dead animal. You can hear the road, you can hear other cars. Sometimes you hear kids playing or birds chirping. You hear the bike of the pipes. It's different when you're in a car. You're not as actively engaged in a car. You're a passive, I mean, you're active, of course, because you're steering, but you're more passive in a car. You can kind of zone out. On a bike, you don't really zone out. You're in the moment. Especially in situations like this. This is where people grow fangs. People try to cut you off. That's why I was going fast just then. You watch. You watch. It'll happen. You watch. That old timer was trying to get it. You see that? I look right at him. Really? You're going to try to beat a motorcycle in a truck? I'm ready for these assholes. That's what I do around here. I get aggressive when I get past that light. As people try to pass you on the right-hand side, which is wrong, 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 wrong. All right. All right, this is your old pal, Mike Haley 7 saying, see you later.